Polling shows that some of Georgia's races just too close to call right now, and tomorrow's vote might not be the final say. New this morning, a study suggests that it might be time for Georgia to abandon its runoff election system. As Jerry Carnes reports, political experts at Kennesaw State University believe there's a better way.
One quick visit to her polling spot in Northeast Atlanta, and Monet Spells has added her voice to the 2022 elections. It might not be her final say.
I'm ready for the elections to be over, though if we had a runoff, I would absolutely vote, and I would vote early.
The last time Georgia voters picked between candidates running for U.S. Senate, both races went to a runoff. It could happen again, at a price. Researchers at Kennesaw State University estimate the 2022 senatorial runoffs cost counties across the state a total of $75 million.
The county elections has to do everything all over again. They got to get the poll workers back together. They got to set up precinct location.
Kerwin Swin and his colleagues at Kennesaw State say the high cost is reason for Georgia to take another shot at moving to instant runoff voting. State lawmakers have discussed it in the past, but haven't approved it. Here's how it works. Candidates would still need 50% of the vote to win. Instead of choosing just one, voters rank the candidates on the ballot in order of preference. The vote is tallied using each voter's first choice. If no one gets a majority, the last place candidate is dropped. Election officials then look at the ballots for the dropped candidate, taking the second choice of those voters and distributing them among the remaining candidates. The process continues until someone wins a majority without the need for voters to return to the polls.
So you can have a runoff essentially without ever having a whole separate election day with all the costs, logistics.
No additional trips to the voting booth. No political commercials lingering into December.
Swint says he's talked to a legislator willing to reintroduce the idea of instant runoff voting to the General Assembly during next year's session. He says it may take a full educational campaign to get legislators and voters on board. In Southwest Atlanta, Jerry Carnes, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, especially in the midterm, a lot of people don't show up for that runoff. Don't forget, we have everything you need to know in order to cast your ballot over on 11alive.com/vote. You can check out the full voter guide there. Chesley, good morning.